I would have gotten to this first impressions earlier, but I have been consumed by schoolwork, and this school year has just barely started, and I'm already fed up, so please forgive me. Remnant from the Ashes is a Dark Souls-like looter shooter. It's third person, developed by Gunfire Games. At this point, the Dark Souls style is a genre in itself, with a lot of titles taking this kind of formula. I gotta say that I do like this game a lot. There is some small things that I don't like, but I look at those small things as just as tiny annoyances more than anything. As far as the story goes, you're fighting these enemies called the Root in this post-apocalyptic world, and the actual narrative of Remnant isn't that great. Some of the characters are pretty cliche-ish, if that's even a word, and it's the least interesting part of the game. Thank goodness this is not where Remnant shines the most. Where Remnant steals my heart is shooting and combat. It's all very smooth and tight to the controls, shooting, invading, along with the combat being accessible with the R2 button, if you're playing on PlayStation 4 that is, just feels great. I'm finding shooting multiple weapons in the game very satisfying, and the difficulty along with the monster types are great also. Just like your traditional Dark Souls games, you have these quote-unquote bonfires, which are crystals that act as checkpoints as you traverse through the open areas of Remnant. I found the world pretty decent, and as you progress, you do start to see a little bit of diversity within the environments. But due to Remnant being a AA title, there is a decent amount of popping, weird lip movement, and you get these small moments where the environment isn't completely detailed. Nothing too bad, but it does struggle on PlayStation 4. Remnant is a little bit different from your traditional looter shooter because certain loot like armor and weapons really don't drop a lot. It's more about crafting and upgrading what you have. I was a little up and down about it, but for the most part, I'm actually all for it. Now, playing Remnant with friends is definitely the ideal way to play, but if you're like me, you just don't have any friends.
Why are you crying?
But you will still find satisfaction in playing the game by yourself. The only thing I don't like about playing with friends is the fact that your progression that you made in your friend's world doesn't transfer over to your own. That's really annoying to me, and I hate when games do that. Overall, this year we're getting some really good games, but we're not getting the same caliber of games as Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, or Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But Remnant is a really good title that stands out even with a smaller budget. I want to point out Heather Alexandria's article on Kotaku where she states, "Remnant is quickly becoming one of my favorite games of 2019. I really like this article, and I'll put it in the link in the video description for you guys. But Remnant is definitely one of my favorite games of 2019 so far, and it's priced at $39.99. You guys should definitely get it and check it out. Bam, stamp of approval from me. Yo, I've been Curtis Russell with the Soul Dojo Gaming Channel. You guys, we're closing in on 300 subscribers. Let's get to it. Make sure you guys share the video, like it, subscribe, and I'll check you guys later, all right? Peace.
Viewers beware. Smart but still ain't knowing nothing, sick and saving robotussin'. Hella not myself today, give it a sight, the flow is coming. Be the type of dude you wanna ask him if he holding something. Got that high-tech store-bought, rolling up with. Be in the section with the people that I'm smoking with. Hit it then I hold it in, hold it then I choke again. I'm that socialist, vocalist, you show your friends. More to corruption than some Donald Trump emoluments. That really says a lot about society.